In the last video, we showed you how to run n8n locally using Docker for free. It works great if you keep your computer on 24/7, since all your workflow data is stored right on your machine. But if you're relying on your desktop to host n8n full-time, it's not the most reliable or cost-effective solution. You need to keep both Docker and Ngrok running non-stop. In the US, that could add $10 to $30 a month just in electricity, plus $40 to $100 for your internet bill. And let's be honest, your computer might reboot or shut down at the worst time. Not ideal for production. So in this video, we're going to take it up a notch and move n8n to a cloud VPS that runs 24/7 for less than $5 a month. Before we jump into the setup, quick heads up. If you're into building with n8n, AI agents, or automation tools, you'll definitely want to check out my 0 to launch community. It's a free space I built on Skool for people who want to go from zero to launching real automations. Whether you're just starting or already building advanced workflows, you'll get step-by-step AI automation tutorials, pre-built templates from videos like this one, and real support from real builders. Plus, every resource I mention in this video, including the scripts, links, and tools, will be posted directly inside the community. If you've ever said, just explain this stuff like I'm 5, you're gonna love it. Come introduce yourself, ask questions, and grab the tools you need to build smarter and faster. Links in the description. All right, back to the setup. Let's explore some affordable VPS providers you can use to host n8n on a budget. First up is OVH Cloud. They offer a VPS starting at just $1 per month. One of the lowest prices out there. For that, you get 1 VPS CPU core, 2 GB of RAM, and 20 GB of SSD storage. Just choose Ubuntu as the operating system. Pick your preferred server location, and continue to the checkout. Before you confirm your order, you'll see the final price less than $1 per month. Keep in mind though, this entry-level VPS isn't ideal for heavy or complex workflows. It can run basic automation fine, but it's limited in CPU, RAM, and storage. For more demanding workflows, let's check out Contabo, a popular VPS provider used by companies worldwide. They offer a powerful VPS for under $5 per month. If you commit to a 12-month plan, you even get an extra 10% off. With this plan, you get a serious upgrade. 4 vCPU cores, 4 GB of RAM, and 200 GB of SSD storage, all for less than $5. If storage is your priority, they also offer an alternative plan. 600 GB SSD, 2 vCPU cores, and 2 GB of RAM, same price, more space. Once you choose your VPS, select Ubuntu as the OS, and take note of your login credentials during setup. Contabo gives you a root username, and you'll set your own password to access the server remotely. After purchasing your VPS, Contabo will send you an email with all the access credentials. Or you can simply log into your Contabo dashboard and head to the VPS control panel to find your server's IP address. Before we connect to the VPS, I want to quickly mention a few other popular cloud providers you might want to explore, like DigitalOcean, Vultr, Google Cloud Platform, Amazon AWS, or Microsoft Azure. All of them offer VPS hosting and usually provide free trial credits, ranging from $100 to $300 for 1 to 3 months. These platforms are widely used and very reliable, but once the trial ends, the cost for similar hardware can be significantly higher than Contabo. I just wanted to mention them in case you want to use one of those instead. And good news, everything we cover in this video applies to any of these providers. If you want to try one, you'll find links in the video description. All right, let's get back to our Contabo VPS. Now, let's connect to the VPS using SSH. It's one of the easiest ways to log in. Open your terminal and type the SSH command like this. SSH root at your IP address, then enter the password you set during setup, and just like that, you're in. We now have full access to the remote server, ready to install and run n8n. Now that we're inside the VPS, let's install n8n with just one command. To make things simple, I've already prepared a script for you on the 0 to launch GitHub repo. This script automates everything, just like we did in the local Docker setup, but without using a graphical user interface. Here's what it does behind the scenes. Installs Docker. Creates a data folder to store your workflows. We set up the environment variables and use the official n8n image to launch the container. All handled by a Docker compose file inside the script. This compose file defines everything the container needs. The n8n image, port mapping, the volume for saving workflow data, and all the required environment variables. It even defaults to port 80, so you can access n8n directly via your server's IP address. No port number needed. This setup is exactly the same as what we did with Docker Desktop when hosting n8n locally. Now it's time to run the install script. Click the raw button on GitHub to copy the direct URL of the script file. Then, head back to your terminal and run this command to download and execute it in one step. After launching the command, wait a few moments. Once it's done, you'll see a success message. And just like that, n8n is live on your VPS. Now that n8n is running, you can open your browser and go to your VPS's IP address. You'll see the n8n interface ready to go. From here, just create your account, and you're all set to start building workflows. But if you want to integrate with services like Gmail, YouTube, or Telegram, there's one more thing you need. These services don't allow connections to raw IP addresses. You'll need a domain name to make those integrations work, just like we explained in the local setup video. You can find the link in the description below to watch it. To solve that, we'll use Ngrok to give your n8n instance a secure public domain. First, head over to ngrok.com and create a free account. Once you're in the dashboard, claim your custom domain. This will be the public URL n8n uses for integrations. Next, we'll run a script to connect that domain to your VPS. But before running it, let's take a quick look at what the script actually does. It works just like the local setup we did before, just automated for VPS. Here's what the script does behind the scenes. Downloads and installs the Ngrok CLI, adds your auth token to link the CLI to your Ngrok account. Starts Ngrok on port 80, so it tunnels straight to your running n8n instance, and attaches your custom domain to the IP address. To run the script, click the raw button to get the direct URL. Back in your VPS terminal, use this command to fetch and execute the script. After a moment, the script will prompt you to enter your Ngrok auth token and your custom domain. Now, let's grab your auth token and custom domain from the Ngrok dashboard, then paste in both values. Once that's done, Ngrok will automatically link your domain to port 80 on your VPS, and your secure public n8n URL will be live. Since port 80 is the default for HTTP traffic, your Ngrok domain will automatically redirect to your n8n instance. No need to type a port number in the URL. Very clean and ready for API integrations. And just like that, you've got n8n running on a VPS, accessible through a secure custom domain. 24/7, hands-off, and production ready. No need to keep your computer running. No worrying about power outages or internet drops. And best of all, it's running for less than $5 a month. From here, you can start building powerful automations, integrate with any external services, and scale up your workflows as needed. If this helped you set up your own VPS-hosted n8n instance, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you're automating next. See you in the next video.